Right. The champ is here, loved by many, hated by few, respected by all, second to none. That's right. The best radio podcast show from Como to the Congo. And now you know. If you live in Fort Worth, you know where Como's at. And if part of the world, you should know where the Congo's at. And if you don't know, you need to ask somebody. But you know, this is what we're doing today. We're talking about education in the state of Texas. Well, some people need to be educated, and some people need to go back to school, and some people need to continue their education. So this is a continuing education program. So this is the reason why we're all here today. We're all here today. And I'm going to go ahead and go from left to right and introduce to you and the rest of the world were these lovely ladies of higher education. That's right, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'll start with my left, your right.
Good afternoon. My name is Janice Blackman, and I am the founder and CEO of Universal Academy. We're proud to serve the Texas area, and we've been in existence since 1996. A profound program, but we'll get more into that later.
I like the way you just did that. You just said we'll get more into that later. You know, like I ain't got time to talk all that, but we'll get to it.
Absolutely.
You be like Tupac Shakur, you know, introduce a topic, drop it. So let's go over to my right.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Sheraton Duffy, and I am the principal for Universal Academy's Irving campus, and I have been a Universal Academy Eagle champion for 22 years. And if you're looking for an educational program that is off the cuff, bar none, 100%, come fly with us.
It's going to be one of them days. Dr. Sheraton.
Dr. Sheraton Duffy.
Dr. Sheraton Duffy. Just
Absolutely.
Like the hotel,
Just
Sheraton?
like the hotel, but I don't own any stock in it.
You don't own any stock in it?
No, not yet.
Well, the way you carry that out, you should be owning stock into it.
Well, thank you.
Yep. Now, last but never least, go ahead.
Okay, I am Dr. Dana Job. I am the superintendent, the proud superintendent of Universal Academy. And we are ready to educate students, train teachers, and get parents involved who are our biggest advocate and biggest supporter. We are ready, and we always say at Universal Academy, together we fly.
Together we fly. As you can see, I am taking copious notes. Together we fly. All right, so I'm going to, we have a brief moment of time here. I would love for you ladies to come back and join us again. I would really like for that to happen. Because, you know, I mean, y'all looking, you know, nice with these.
Part of our Universal Academy uniform.
Everyone has uniforms on?
We are a uniform school. It speaks to who we are as Universal Academy Eagle champions.
Okay. Why uniforms?
I think it levels the playing field for all of our students, and so you don't have to worry about what you're going to wear every day. You know you're going to put on your Universal Academy uniform.
Now, you're going to put this uniform on. Mm-hmm. So what is the mission of the students and also of the teachers when they arrive on campus? Anyone can take it.
Educational excellence. Our expectations are that not only our students, but our teachers, our administrators are all grounded in, and founded in the success of all students. So the uniform is simply the main step. Our teachers are uniformed. Our administrators are uniformed.
Absolutely.
We don't ask anything of the children that we're not willing to do ourselves. So we're highly disciplined. We understand that if we want to excel and exceed, we have to start with ourselves. That imagery is important, how the student sees himself.
How do you think most students see themselves? Dr. Joe?
I think that students sometimes see themselves based on their experience. Mm-hmm. So if I'm in a school or in a home where things are not always great, at Universal Academy, what we do is we ensure that the student is confident, that the student is leading up to their academic and their behavioral potential, and become productive citizens that are able to contribute to society in a very positive way.
Absolutely.
Now, you're the principal of the school.
I am.
So when I was in school, believe it or not, I used to get in trouble.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't believe
I'm
that.
not going to share my story,
Surely you
so
jest.
sure.
You kind of figured that out before we first came in. So, what kind of new programs you have at the school? You've been around since 1996.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So that's that's a long time to have a track record.
A long time to have a track record, and you will find that we have a lot of wonderful comprehensive programs that I'm certain our CEO and founder is going to talk about. One is our Farm to Table program, which is where we are teaching students the importance of food safety skills, food survival skills, and so it is a comprehensive program because it touches every aspect of education, and Ms. Blackman is going to take over this particular conversation. But why do I say it is comprehensive? Because it teaches students ELAR, reading, math, science, social studies across the board. And so there are several components. And so I'm going to turn that over to Ms. Blackman.
Okay, Ms. Blackman, Farm to Table.
Yes.
What exactly is that?
Life-changing.
Life-changing.
Life-changing. One of the main areas that you'll find within the Black community especially, poor eating habits. Our kids start at an early age of developing eating habits that will shorten their longevity,
Right.
that impacts their health, thus their wealth, their productivity. The brain needs full nourishment. So what Universal is doing is an agricultural program, learning to grow as you go. By that we mean structuring the seed, planting the seed, developing maybe different components of seed life. Planting, growing, producing, retailing, and consuming every aspect of agriculture.
Agriculture. Where is the school at?
Well, the campus that we're talking about is in Irving,
Yes, it
Texas.
is.
There's nothing agriculture about Irving, Texas.
Well, but it can be.
It can be. It can be.
We
How so?
have the ability to transport our urban students to a 100-acre ranch in Bartonville, Texas. We will develop between 10 to 40 acres of that property for healthy lifestyle. We're going to harvest nut trees, and that particular product is pecans.
Pecans.
And of course, we have several varieties of pecans there. So the students will understand the growth, the sustainability of life through eating and agriculture. Why land is so important that we conserve and we reseed, we replant, we nurture, and we grow. So our kids will have that availability.
So, Farm to Table is actually about farming.
Farming.
It's not just some fly
No.
stuff somebody made
no.
up.
Absolutely not.
In
It's
addition
farming.
to the farming, students are receiving hands-on science programs and curriculum that will
Absolutely.
enhance their science skills and their thinking skills as they continue on their educational journey.
We have a partnership with Cambridge University, and so we are also using the Cambridge learner attributes that we are infusing in standards that we infuse with our regular curriculum, where we're teaching students how to be reflective, how to be responsible, how to be innovative and creative citizens.
Okay, since you brought it up, just briefly tell me about the Cambridge system.
We're talking about the one and only Cambridge University. And so what we do is we take their curriculum and we infuse it with our curriculum, so that we can teach higher order thinking skills, where we're actually using a more rigorous curriculum so that we can challenge our students to think outside of the box so that they can become positive change agents and go out there in the world and make a positive impact, as Dr. Job stated.
Well, I'm going to take it a little bit further back.
Sure, please.
Since you founded the school, right?
Yes, since she founded the school.
Since a lot of people don't recognize the name Cambridge. Doesn't mean anything to anybody. Unless
Because
you,
if I'm in Texas, I'm going like Cambridge.
who is that? and what is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's take it a little bit further.
Yeah, we're talking about one of the most prestigious educational systems in the world, out of England, next door to Oxford, if you will.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So Cambridge developed maybe 10 or 15 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, a specialized curriculum that dealt with all aspects of learning. It was equated to the International Baccalaureate. It was judged against the advanced placement. So it is one of those option programs. We elected to choose Cambridge, just as many schools elect to choose the IB program or the AP program. But through our Cambridge program, we're able to elevate the level of learning. It is a rigorous form of education.
I want all of America and everyone in England to hear you as well.
Okay. It is a rigorous form of education. And we are the only public school in the state of Texas that has that license.
Okay. Now we're at our first break at the 20-minute mark, and when we come back, we will talk about the American, bring it from Cambridge, and we're going to bring it here to America and Texas. Well, I don't even know where we rank in education in Texas. It's pretty well low.
It's pretty low.
It's pretty low.
Yeah,
pretty low.
I didn't want to say it because y'all in
Well,
Texas.
it's okay. We're working on
But it's
changing
So,
that.
I
not low
understand.
in Universal
Not low at
Academy.
Universal.
But when we come back, we'll talk about the American education system. And Gabe, I mean, I understand you're back again. You've been retiring now for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So hey, let's play some drops from Universal and play some of those Ed-grade drops, and also our succeeding show will be coming back in on after we leave, with Legal Standpoint with Michael J. Todd. Stay tuned. Got it?
Hi, my name is Gail Todd with Townview Realtors. If you find yourself in the market to buy, sell, lease, or maybe you want to be a part of this hot real estate market by investing, just give my team of professionals and I a call at 214-675-9572. Again, that's 214-675-9572. Or you can email me at gtodd88@yahoo.com. With me, it's all about you.
Universal Academy is there for your child from preschool to college. Our Cambridge-approved curriculum, embedded with the Texas essential knowledge and skills, prepares your student for a lifetime of educational achievements and success. Universal Academy creates an engaging, nurturing environment for our students. Enroll now at Universal Academy. We're with you every step of the way.
Who was that masked man? You mean you don't know? That was no masked man. That was the commish. Saturdays from 5 to 6 p.m. on the Fishbowl Radio Network. Hey, whenever I want good Cajun food, I go to Thibodeau's, located at 107 North Cedar Ridge in Duncanville, Texas. They're really hot, just like the Commish Radio Show in Thibodeau's. Hot as this gumbo. We will see you later at Thibodeau's.
What's up, beautiful peoples out there? It's your boy Maul, a.k.a. Cool Pop Watson, baby. Make sure you check my man out 3 to 5 every Saturday. Commish Radio Show. Make sure y'all come check my man out.
All right, we're back. We're back. I was just checking on the education system in the lobby, and we still have schools in America. So, that being said, I was looking out the window, and I was looking over to looking east to Irving, and that's where Universal Academy is located at, right?
Yes.
And that's also the home of Joyce Spencer. And you've been listening to Joyce Spencer during the page break and also during the break yourself. So Joyce Spencer, go ahead and check her out. It's from Irving, Texas as well. We always play local music on the Commish Radio Show because we don't want Facebook, if you're listening to us on Facebook, to say that we... I don't have time to write that out. I don't own the rights to the song thing. I just ask the people for it. But America is America. The educational system in America, free for all conversation. So we will go ahead and begin with the founder, and then and chief operating officer, right?
Correct.
Okay, I want to make sure you get all your titles in there.
Yeah, because I earned those.
Because you're like Erykah Badu. You're an artist.
And I earned them.
And you're sensitive about your...
Did I say I earned
Get the
them?
bio correct.
That's it. So talk to me about education.
Education is more important, I think, than a lot of us realize. There's nothing in the world that does not require education. Our educators are on the firing line. Their point for everything that we're going to become as a nation, everything that we're going to do in our country, we need to improve, and I think that we're addressing that in many ways in the state of Texas as best we can. Our level of education, our expectations. Universal has a high level of expectations. We respect every child's learning difference, but we also understand that difference must be made a success platform. We can't allow any student to feel that it's okay not to achieve. We have to understand that we're all not going to be the same. We're not going to get there at the same level. Right. And that's okay. We have to individualize our instructional approach. Not teach to the middle, not teach to the top, but teach to each individual student on their learning level.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, where are you from?
Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois. I didn't notice a Texas twang in that.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, don't
I've only
claim
been
it.
here for 40 years.
Don't only for 40 years.
30 years. Actually.
30 years. Yeah, but the way you talk is the way that I recall as a kid 40 years ago, listening to educators talk where every word was pronounced correctly.
Absolutely.
And that's the way it is.
And we must bring that back.
We must bring it back, and I will try to remember to do that for the rest of the show. All right. So, Dr. Job, and then I go to Dr. Duffy as well. Along that same line of questioning, what is the state of education in America? But also, could you add what challenges that teachers are facing today?
How much time do we have?
I was thinking the same thing.
You have the same question.
We'll just piggyback on
Yeah,
that.
that's
She
it.
do
That's
that a
it.
lot.
Just
Okay, that'd be great.
because she just said how much time we have. I just want to
I know.
Yeah.
That I can get into.
Teachers are very challenged. First of all, we are challenged as a nation because we don't have enough teachers.
That's hard.
And there is a
Absolutely.
teacher shortage throughout this country.
How many students you have in your school?
We have 2,300 students total at Universal Academy,
And what grades?
pre-K through 12.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I just interrupted your
Oh, no,
Go ahead.
you're fine, you're fine. So the first challenge would be we need teachers, and we need good teachers. We need teachers that understand kids and that understand how to teach kids. We need teachers that, we always say there's a way to teach and there's a UA way to teach. And we train you the UA way. We spend hours and hours, just like we differentiate instruction for students, we do the same thing for teachers because everybody is on a different learning curve. And we want to ensure that your potential is brought to the forefront because we want the best teachers in the classrooms because kids deserve that.
Absolutely. And I'll jump in on that. One of the things that we're finding is that parents are sending students to school or sending schools the best that they have. And so you have students on various different academic levels. And so some of the challenges is how do you meet the needs of every single student in your classroom? And one of the things that we do at Universal Academy is that we train our teachers on differentiated instruction. We train our teachers on how to make certain that we personalize the learning so that it is tailor fit to meet the individual needs. It's time. We're facing that time challenge. You know, how much time do I have to meet those individual needs? But with the proper training, and Universal Academy gives a lot of educational training to our teachers because we want to make certain that we build teacher capacity so that we will be able to meet those individual needs. There are a lot of challenges. We have teachers who have to be at many things. A lot of our students spend more time at school with us than they do at home with their parents because we have working parents, we have young parents, we have, you know, a different kind of parent that we are addressing. And so it is making certain that we are able to meet all of the needs of our students academically, socially, emotionally, physically. And so that's why some of our programs are so important so that we can, you know, cover the student, you know, holistically, on a holistic approach.
Now, I had asked this question. I know that Ms. Blackman is from Chicago. Where are you ladies from?
I grew up in the piney woods of East Texas, Hawkins, Texas, near
Hawkins,
Tyler and
Texas.
Longview.
Don't they have a college down there?
Jarvis Christian University now used to be the college.
Jarvis
Yes.
Christian University. I met with the new president, who's a sister too.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes. Dr.
yeah.
Pruitt?
Yeah, I
Yes.
met with her in Jarvis Christian. It's here in Dallas now as
Okay.
well. They have a satellite office in campus rather in Dallas at
Yes,
Redberry
that
Mall.
friend- Yep.
Redberry Mall.
Wonderful.
See, you came here, you learned something else.
You learned
Yes.
something.
See,
Well, I'm straight from Waco, Texas.
Waco.
Mhm.
Okay.
Straight down 35.
Okay, Waco. What school?
Home of Baylor University, but I graduated from Waco High.
Waco High.
I
Okay.
can't tell you the year, though.
No. Why y'all doing me like this? I ain't the only person got in trouble when I was in high school. You must have got in trouble too.
A lot.
I
Now,
had some experiences.
do you ladies have discipline issues in school?
I don't know a
Absolutely.
school that doesn't.
Yes.
And of course, they've changed. You know, back in the day, I'll say that when we first started down this very adventurous path, let me call it that, in '96, kids were a little different. And I didn't think I'd say that, you know, because I grew up with a father who always said, back in the day, it used to be like, and we used to laugh at that. Well, now I'm in that position, and I have to acknowledge the fact that kids have changed. They're a evolving group now, and I think COVID maybe our addiction, I'm going to call it that, an addiction to the media,
Oh, I'm sorry.
that cell phone,
Yeah.
those tablets.
Yeah.
You ever try to
Media.
take one of those from a kid? They'll fight you like a lion.
So you don't do it then, right?
We don't allow cell phones in the building.
Oh my goodness. How's that working out?
Oh,
Students have to check them
They
in.
have to check them
They
in
check them
every
in?
morning.
Every
They
day.
cannot take
if
cell
you
phones
want
into
it,
the
you
classroom.
turn it in. If you don't want it, you want me to have it over the weekend, and you know how you gonna stress out over that.
I can tell by looking at you, I don't want you to have my phone.
That's right. That's right. So you're gonna follow that policy and turn that cell phone in.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, the school was founded in 1996,
Yes.
and that was the beginning of the internet.
It was.
And nobody knew the internet was going to blow up
The way it did.
It was like it was a passing thing.
And we don't know the true effect that it's going to have on our young people. We're still gathering that data. That's not definitive on any level yet. So what we have to work with will be this new age of student, a student who's had freedoms, a student who has been told that discipline is not necessary in your life. You need to be individual And that's fine. They can be an individual, just not a universal academy. What we expect, it would be a student coming for an education, even though they don't know that. I'm going to show them what that looks like.
Okay.
We're going to work with that child to mold them into that adult that now understands the past as it links to the present, which will control their future. So that's our goal.
Okay. Dr. Duffy, what is a typical Universal student?
Oh my goodness. A typical Universal Academy student is one that is competent, one that is reflective and creative. We teach our students to know who they are, like I said earlier, as a Universal Academy Eagle champion. It's not easy to be that. It requires a lot. We're living in a world of artificial intelligence where we have computers who are thinking for us, but we are still teaching our students to think for themselves. And so a Universal Academy student is one who understands who they are, who understands the path that we are creating with them along this educational journey, and a Universal Academy student is successful.
Okay, where's the school at again?
2616 North
visit.
MacArthur Boulevard,
Okay.
Irving, Texas, 75062.
All right, you said 2616?
North MacArthur Boulevard,
All right.
Irving, Texas, 75062. You should come and visit.
I will. Okay, now I'm from Texas, and I've already said, how Texas is. What is that by?
It's by Baylor Scott and White, right off of 183.
All right. Because people listen in, they go like, I don't know what that said. They go just blow it out.
183 in MacArthur.
Yeah. So yeah, but you say, what is it by? They go like, oh, okay, I know what that said.
Absolutely.
I pass by it all the time. Now, Dr. Joe, one of the things we had talked about was the students and what you assume they're going to be. What is the demographics of the school?
The school is approximately about 75% Hispanic, 20% African American, and about 5% other.
All right.
But that is not our historical
No,
past.
No, it's not.
it's not.
My sister and I started, like I said, in 1996. We filed the incorporation for the school as a 501c3.
Why did you do that?
My sister spent 52 years prior to her passing in education. She's what I called an educator's educator. She was one of the first GT specialists, gifted and talented specialists, who worked with the Carnegie Foundation to bring gifted learning into Texas. She worked as a regional service center curriculum specialist. She worked in Irving ISD as their GT coordinator and curriculum development specialist. She wanted to provide every student, by birthright, she felt, a quality education, free and appropriate education. So following the model set by Marva Collins, she developed the concept for Universal Academy. My job was simply to put it on paper. I was not an education major. I'm business and industry. But I quickly learned that her method and her pedagogy was strong enough to make a difference in the lives of many. So I stepped on the path with her, and she took me down that road. One of the things historically, when we started, that I see changing, that I would like to counteract. Universal was founded and started with 99.9% African Americans. Through the years, our program was deemed too hard, and so we lost those students. We want the inner city to come back. I need the Black community to support that Irving campus in developing what we've historically developed, scholars. We have scholar athletes all over the country. I've got Navy surgeons that graduated from Universal Academy. I've got doctors, lawyers, developers in the automobile industry, regional supervisors, designers. I have kids that graduated from traditionally all Black universities and graduated at the top of their class. We have promoted students through the years with dual credit. Our last graduation class, 3 of our students, small class now, only had 37 kids, but 3 graduated with associate's degrees in college.
So they went high school and then also graduated with associate's degree.
Every 9th through 12th grader at Universal Academy signs up for dual credit. Get a college entry, get involved with that while you're in high school. See if that's what you want. Learn as you grow. Even if it's academically, we want to foster that concept. So we're one of the frontline schools. We're second generation charter. We've never had a low performing rating. We were recognized when it wasn't fashionable to be recognized. From the point that they came with the report card, we've always carried that A. So I want the kids who can best benefit from that. I'll go get you. If you want to come, I'll send buses.
You'll send buses?
I'll send buses.
You'll send buses?
We'll go get you.
Okay.
But
what do you mean by you'll literally send buses?
We'll send buses. We bus right now. But we bus from the north side. I need to go back into Oak Cliff. That's where I started. I want Fair Park back. That's where we had kids coming from. I want to go back into Pleasant Grove. That's where my kids came from.
Oak Cliff, PG,
Yeah.
South Dallas.
Yes.
That's what we're talking
Lancaster.
Lancaster, DeSoto.
Yeah, DeSoto.
about. You feel real committed about
Oh,
it.
I
It's
do.
an excellent story.
I do.
It's not a story, it's a narrative.
Well, it's who we were and what we developed in the
And
report.
who you're going to be in the future because you
But we're
target-
universal.
Absolutely.
We work with all people.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to leave any group out. And right now, I'm underrepresented in that group.
That's ironic that I have 3 sisters here and we're
I'm underrepresented.
underrepresented. You're talking strong. The next time you come on the show, you can sit in my chair.
No, sir. No, you
you're
doing a
good.
great job
You're
over
good.
there.
You're good.
I'll
You're
stay
good.
right where I am.
So this has been fantastic. That what we're talking about, the education process here in Texas, it does need to be more. Well, it needs to be expanded and go up.
Absolutely.
And what I'm embarrassed about, and truly I am embarrassed, is something that you said. You had said that it was too hard. You know, life is about things being too hard and you overcome it. You know, I think it was President Kennedy who once said, we go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it's hard.
That's right.
So that is what we need to do. We need to seek out the best schools because they're hard, because that way we'll learn.
It's true.
That way we'll learn. We're getting ready to go to a close. Let you ladies start. Ms. Blackman,
Well,
give us a closer.
it's been an honor. And what we really want as a takeaway today is that we were able to share a little bit of our vision, a little bit of our narrative, and to create that bridge. We need that bridge to be crossed. We'll meet you at the other side or in the middle, wherever you want us. But we need to develop that community relationship because our children are at risk.
Our children are at risk, and so is our country.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Duffy, thank you. Thank you.
I think Ms. Blackman summed it up, and I wholeheartedly agree. That speaks to our mission at Universal Academy. We want to make certain that we have a partnership with a diverse community of lifelong learners, and we want to reach out to all of our students, go back into those communities, as Ms. Blackman said, and bring them back into Universal Academy so that we can help them make a difference, so that they can go out and become change agents in the world.
Thank you. I know about that lifelong learning. I was up till 5 o'clock writing about environmental justice this morning, and just went to sleep at 5:30.
It's nonstop. It's
nonstop.
nonstop. Absolutely, as it should be.
That's it.
I think
Dr.
that
Jobe?
Ms. Blackman and Dr. Duffy stole all of my statements, but
That happens when you're the last one.
Yes,
You always say, if you don't want to talk, you can say,
It's
they
like,
said
okay,
that.
we
That's what
settled
I
it
would
all
say.
here.
Dang.
Universal Academy is an institution that is all about students and parents.
Absolutely.
We want to partner with our parents. If our parents cannot read and write, we want to help them. We believe that you have to educate the entire household in order for everyone to enjoy the fruits of the labor. So we are enrolling now at Universal Academy, Universal Academy Irving, 2616 North MacArthur Boulevard, 972-255-1800. And we are an open enrollment charter school, pre-K through 12th grade.
What was that number again?
972-255-1800.
1800. I was going to say, but since y'all are educators, y'all would have got on me about that. So, that's a zero.
And
I'm from Oak Cliff.
our late, great founder of Universal Academy, Miss Diane Harris, we are all here because of her. She was my mentor for 26 years. I started at Universal Academy as a kindergarten teacher when they first started. So I've watched the school go full circle. Our job is not to fill her shoes, but to carry on her legacy. Her legacy started with our African American community, and we want to instill and carry that on moving forward.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Love to have you back again.
Sure.
We'd love to
What
come
is
back.
that you have over there?
Oh, that's one of our Eagle Champion offerings. Great
And this is for
recognizes
you?
great.
Oh, well, thank you.
So this is something that we put together for you, a new Eagle Champion.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Raise the offering for me, huh? All right.
Pass the
Thank
cup.
you. I have one in there, too.
We passed the big cup.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you
I
for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You've been listening to the Commish Radio Show. Again, I'm offering this this offer to you to come back on the show again.
Thank you.
If you would like to come back.
Thank
We
you.
would love to
We'd
come
love
back.
to.
If
Absolutely.
you'd like to come back.
But
on
we'd like
again.
to invite you too.
Oh, I have it.
Yes.
2616 North MacArthur.
MacArthur.
MacArthur's a long street, so we don't want to get lost, And the telephone number, if you'd like to call them, is 972-235-18.
255.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
972.
972-255-1800. See, y'all know. Y'all know. If you mess up with the 5, you're gonna mess up and put an O at the end. You've been listening to the Commish Radio Show. We'll see you guys back next week. All right.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Gail Todd with Townview Realtors. If you find yourself in the market to buy, sell, lease, or maybe you want to be a part of this hot real estate market by investing, just give my team of professionals and I a call at 214-675-9572. Again, that's 214-675-9572. Or you can email me at gtodd88@yahoo.com. With me, it's all about you.
An engaging, nurturing environment for our students. Enroll now at Universal Academy. We're with you every step of the way.
Hey, whenever I want good Cajun food, I go to Thibodeau's, located at 107 North Cedar Ridge in Duncanville, Texas. They're really hot, just like the Commish Radio Show in Thibodeau's. Hot as this gumbo. We will see you later at Thibodeau's.